saw the introduction class of Panchakosha in last class. But as I mentioned, like Panchakosha, what are those and how it was explained, we saw. But inner things, like every kosha have some contents, right? So that contents, what are those, how they work in our body, we'll see in detail today. Our Panchakoshas, as we saw the introduction class, that is Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, and Anandamaya Kosha. But these all koshas have some contents in it which works in our body. These all koshas are nothing but the layers or sheets or the existence of the importance of existence of human being in a universe. Why this human being is made and what is the difference between human being and animals, and how a human being will take a role in existence of universe or the activities of universe by these pancha koshas. So as we know, the Annamaya Kosha and its contents, but in last class, we saw what is this Annamaya Kosha and what it contains. But the details of this content we didn't saw, right? So today we will see what are these three doshas and what are these saptadhatus. So three doshas are nothing but Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. As in every explanation of health condition, I'll say according to our Ayurveda, we have three doshas in our body, which rules all the parts of the body according to its activities. So these are nothing but again are Pancha Mahabhutas. So initially, as I mentioned, our body contains three doshas, dhatus, and malas, three malas, Pancha Mahabhutas, everything, joining everything plus Atmindra, that is mana, everything forms the whole Sharira. But all are linked to each other, and especially all activities are ruled by Pancha Mahabhutas. So as here, though we have Vata, Pitta, Kapha, three types of doshas, which in balanced state, they will create a exact functioning of every system's organs or every activities of our body. But if any vitiation of these three doshas, though it may be any one dosha vitiation or the two doshas vitiation or all the three dosha vitiation, creates the imbalance of those doshas in our body, and it creates the complaints. And complaints will be related to particular dosha which is vitiated. So as Vata dosha is which correlates in Pancha Mahabhuta, space and air, nothing but Akasha Mahabhuta and Prithvi Mahabhuta. And here Pitta, which correlates with the Agni Mahabhuta and Jala Mahabhuta. And Kapha, which relates to again Jala Mahabhuta and Prithvi Mahabhuta. So these all correlated with each other to form or to balance the doshas. But how these doshas work in our body? Actually, Vata dosha has its related to the energy and nervous system. In our body, as I said, every dosha is accumulated in particular part, and it activities in particular systems or organs. So related to Vata dosha, it is related to energy and nervous system in our body. And Pitta dosha concerned with the digestion and metabolism. Has it shows the picture on this shows Agni, right? Agni obviously related to digestive system. So this Pitta dosha is related to the digestion and metabolism. The next Kapha dosha deals with the strong immunity and protection of body tissues. So what the work of this Kapha dosha? Deals with the strong immunity and protection of the body tissues. So these all are the doshas activities, what they work in our body. In their normalcy state, balanced state, these all will work. Obviously, these all means everything came, right? Our activity, our energy, our GIT system, and our immune system, or protection to the tissues. So all functioning will be normal if these doshas are in normal condition. But if any one of the dosha got vitiated, for example, if Vata dosha got vitiated, only these part of the activities, like related to energy, related to movement, or related to nervous system, these complaints will start. But these both will be normal. Or in combination, if these both doshas are vitiated, related to these both complaints, digestive system and nervous system complaints will start. But whereas protection or immune system, like their stamina, will be good. In same way, vice versa, everything follows in our body. So now we got to know if these three doshas are in normal, our body will be in normal condition, functioning normally, so we will be healthy. So how to balance these three doshas? To balance or to maintain the vata dosha in a correct way, practice a routine seasonally. Practice routine is nothing practice a routine is nothing but these all dinacharya, rutucharya, whatever daily routines are there, seasonal routines are there, it should be in a correct way. Eat seasonally, slow down your workouts. Workout means here not only our exercises, though exercises also, and activities of our routine also. It should be not too much or it should not be too less. We should maintain in a balanced state. So if we practice daily according to physical activities or dinacharya, rutucharya, whatever routine activities are there, if we do correctly, and if we eat seasonal wise, and if we slow down our workouts, we can maintain vata dosha in a balanced state. In same way, minimizing caffeine intake, eat cooling foods, no activities in a heated environment. If we balance these, we can maintain pitta dosha in a normalcy. For example, in a normal, like common language, if we have more amount of coffee or more amount of tea, or if we have more spicy foods, what will happen? Obviously, we will get acidity, right? So we can link here. Yeah, acidity is nothing but digestive system hampering. Digestive system hampering is nothing but pitta dosha pitta dosha vitiation, right? So we can correlate like this. If we maintain all these, then we can maintain pitta dosha in a normalcy. So no any complaints of pitta, digestive system will be present. In same way, to balance kapha dosha, minimize dairy and carbs, exercise daily to sweat more. So to balance the kapha dosha, what we have to do? Dairy products, carbs, obviously those are heavy for digestion, one thing. And another thing, they will increase the unwanted fat, like maybe cholesterol, unwanted fat. Muscles and fat are different, right? If we have muscles, then it's good. It will cover the bones and it will have its own benefits. But if we have unwanted fat, then obviously we will be obese, right? So it will create obese. And exercise. And another point to note here is, in kapha dosha they are saying exercise daily to sweat more, and in vata dosha they are saying slow down your workouts. How they are related? You can ask. Sweat more is nothing but whatever calorie we are intaking, that much calorie should be burnt on daily basis. How it will be burnt? If we sweat, then only we will burn our calories. Now, for example, especially in weight loss, if we advise them to do workouts or simple walking, if they do time pass walking by talking in a mobile or by chit chatting with the friends without sweating, it's no use, right? The calorie will not be burnt. But they should walk vigorously according to their tolerating capacity, but they should sweat. When they sweat, their calorie will be burnt so that they can maintain the weight. In same way, if we are sweating more also, if we are doing beyond our tolerating capacity, same walking only, then it will go to slow down your workouts. Because if we sweat more also, like if we burn our calorie more also, vata dosha will get vitiated. So how much we have the tolerating capacity, that much on daily basis we should burn our calories. Then we can maintain kapha dosha in our body. So by following these all tips, we can maintain these doshas to be healthy. If these doshas are got vitiated, then we will, like, complaints of particular parts of system will occur. So this was about the 3 doshas present in our body. So what about sapta dhatus? As we know, sapta dhatus, sapta means 7. 7 dhatus are these one, like rasa, rakta, mamsa, meda, asti, majja, and shukra. Has rasa is correlated with plasma and rakta for blood, mamsa muscles, meda fat. That's what I said. Mamsa is muscle is different and fat is different. When muscle get increased, body will be like, for example, they only gave body will be like bodybuilders what they do. But meda fat is what the obese people will be having. Food in first column, because when we have food to our body, then that food will be converted to these all nutrition or whatever changes will happen after digestion of the food. These all changes will happen in our body. So when we eat food, that's what they showed. When we eat food, it will initially it will be converted after digestion. It will be converted to rasa, then rakta. After rakta, it will go to mamsa, then meda, asti, majja, and shukra. Whereas asti means bones, Majja means marrows, bone marrow we have, right? Like marrow things. And Shukra is nothing but it can be related to immune system, or it can be related to in males it can be related to sperm, and in females it can be related to ova. So has same thing. After eating food, it will be converted to rasa dhatu. Nothing but rasa dhatu is body fluids. Then rakta dhatu. After rasa absorption, next it will go to rakta, and whichever food we take, it will be converted to blood. Then it will go to muscular tissues. That nothing but mamsa dhatu. Meda is adipose tissues. Here the fat will be accumulated if we add junk food, if we eat regularly junk foods, or if our activity is not routine. Then it will go to Asti Dhatu, that is bone tissues, Majja Dhatu, that is bone marrow or nervous tissues, Shukra has includes sperm and ovum. So these all are Sapta Dhatus which will be nourished by our Ahara. So that's what if we will say to have nutritious diet, right? If we have nutritious diet, that nutritious diet which we take, it will be converted to all these Sapta Dhatus which maintains all our system of the body. If we are not taking nutritious diet, obviously that non-nutritious thing can't convert anything here, right? Best example is maida. If we eat maida, it will obviously it won't have any nutrition. Okay, thank you. So that maida content or dairy product content, after eating also, obviously they say like what the normal food needs to digest in a gut, the maida content or dairy products need double of its. For example, now according to Ayurveda, we have 3 forms of digestion in a body: Mrudu Koshta, Krura Koshta, and Sthira Koshta. That 3 forms, like 3, 6, 9, they bifurcated. Whatever food we normally take, if it takes 3 hours to digest, these dairy products, or especially maida content, takes double, 6 hours or 7 hours to get digested in our body, it seems, and without any nutrition. So obviously, if we are not having nutritious diet, these all dhatus, nothing but nutrition will not be absorbed in our body, and we will get weak, and the many complaints, correlated complaints will start. And another point to add here is, whatever food we are taking to that food to digest or absorb in our body, some forms of enzymes should be present in our body, the gut especially. That enzymes, if they are present in our gut, then only they can absorb the food we take, and it will be converted to all this nutrition. Enzymes, how to maintain? Again, directly related to our Agni. Agni means nothing but digestive system. If we maintain digestive system in a good way, then only that enzymes will be present in our gut, and those enzymes, whatever we eat, they will absorb. While digestion of the body, they will absorb whatever nutrition, and they will bifurcate to all these Sapta formations or Sapta nutrition. Rakta Dhatu will be converted to Rakta nutrition, blood nutrition, like this. They will bifurcate in 7 forms of nutrition. So these was about the content of Annamaya Kosha, that is 3 doshas and Sapta Dhatus. Coming for Pranamaya Kosha, obviously we saw the detailed description of Pranamaya Kosha. If anyone didn't saw recordings or you were absent for last class, once go through the recordings of introduction of Pancha Koshas. So directly we'll move to content, that is 5 forms of prana are there, I said in introduction class, that is prana, apana, udana, samana, and vana. What are these 5 forms of prana? Obviously prana means we know like life, right? Then again 5 forms of, what are these 5 forms of prana in single body? We'll see. As I mentioned, 5 forms of pranas are nothing but udana, prana, samana, vyana, and apana. Whereas udana, like as they showed color also, in these form they divided 5 forms of vital energies in our body, which have separate forms of energy in particular part, and their work obviously has their location is present. At that location, their work will be inactive. Those are has udana, blue color, in color only they divided. From throat to head is udana prana, what is present, and functions of this is physical sense or mentality or the emotional balancing. And here, which obviously we know, we saw the chakras, like Shat chakras details, right? So obviously in this part, Vishuddha chakra is present. If one thing to maintain, as they mentioned, throat to head, whatever activities are there, especially what activities, mental health or physical senses, sense organs, or the emotional things, these all to maintain. Again, directly we can stimulate the Vishuddha Chakra to maintain the Udana Prana in a healthy way. Second one is prana, that is physical location is diaphragm to throat or heart, as they mentioned, green color. And functioning is obviously, has we can see part present, the respiration and sensory perceptions. And obviously to maintain these, as we saw, some activities to maintain doshas, to maintain these prana or vital energies in this part, obviously we should stimulate Anahata Chakra. And Samana has the part showed, location is at the navel, function is digestion, metabolism or nourishing. Obviously when we get correctly, when we have correct metabolism, our food will get correctly digested and we can have correct nourishment. And obviously to stimulate these or to maintain these activities, we should maintain or stimulate the Manipura Chakra. And next one is Vyana. Physical location is pervades entire body or aura. Aura is nothing but one of the sense, right? We know in other context also we heard or we know about it. Aura is nothing but one of the sense. Has they showed this part because this aura will be present everywhere, but main location of that is in this part, that is from navel to near to genital part. And obviously we have the functioning of this is circulation and nervous system. Obviously has a present whole body, circulation will be functioning of this prana or vital energy. And to stimulate this, Swadhisthana chakra should be stimulated or practiced particular yogasanas. And next one is Apana. Location is pelvic floor to feet. And functioning is elimination, birthing, menstruation. Has part only suggest elimination, like it may be urine or it may be stools or it may be severe sweats, or as they mentioned, even birth canal, menstruation, everything, whatever excretion of a body is there will be present in Apana prana, vital energy. And to stimulate this or to maintain this in a elimination in a correct way, we should stimulate the Mooladhara chakra. For the same pranas, I added one of the cycle, how it works actually. As we saw, this prana vayu controls the respiration and thoughts. Vyana, necessary in perception of the body. Apana charges the excretion. Samana generates heat, that is nothing but navel region. And this is present whole of the, Udana is upper one, which maintains the mental health of the body. So how they work and how they will be circulated to each of the part of the body. And these all are, as they mentioned, the five vital energies or winds in Ayurvedic medicine believed to govern the human body. These all pranas are nothing but vital energies in our body. Don't confuse. Those Shat chakras are vital locations, right? Only one part of location, like maybe Anahata or Agna or Sahasra, only single location is there of Shat chakras. Obviously, they too will rule the whole body. But these are parts, 5 vital energies according to sub parts of the body. And next, coming to Manomaya Kosha, obviously we won't have particular part in it like contents as we have for other koshas, because mana is Ubhayendriya. As we slide only we explained or we got to know, Ekendriya. This mana is Ekendriya, single Indriya, which rules the emotional status, happiness, sadness, or our stress level. Everything will be dependent on this Manovaha. And obviously, how we should maintain the Manovaha Strotas? By practicing pranayama. If we practice pranayama in a regular way, in a consistent way, then we can reach or we can exceed Manomaya Kosha to Vijnanamaya Kosha. So in with this Vijnanamaya Kosha also we saw. Actually, we had discussion on these 3 parts by correlating our online classes also in last class, right? So this Vijnanamaya Kosha, by practicing pranayama, obviously from Manomaya Kosha, we can stimulate the Vijnanamaya Kosha, or we can move to Vijnanamaya Kosha by having these 3 points in a mind: Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, and Jnana Shakti. Obviously, Ichha is interest, Kriya is activity, and Jnana is gaining knowledge. But this Vijnanamaya Kosha, to have or to practice this or to what to say, to exist this Vijnanamaya Kosha, to obviously we are dealing with this Pancha Kosha according to the existence of universe, what we are giving to universe, right? As we saw, till Manomaya Kosha or Annamaya, Pranamaya, these all will be present in Manomaya. These three koshas will be present in animals also. But we are different. We discussed this point in last class also, right? We are different because of these two, Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya. We human beings. So obviously, how to gain this Vijnanamaya? Obviously, by attaining whatever Kriya Shakti and Jnana Shakti. By having these 3 points, we can stimulate or we can have this Vijnanamaya Kosha. We can stimulate our existence. With these, again we have 7 bindus here, 7 to 8 bindus they explained, right? What are these bindus? Bindus again here nothing but are Shat Chakras. In our Shat Chakra classes, obviously we saw separately where they are located, how they get stimulated, and particular yogasanas to stimulate these Shat Chakras so that they will send obvious difference between that Pancha Prana, 5 pranas and Shat Chakras are only we can stimulate this particular point, they will get send the vibrations or vibes or pulses to the other parts of the body or mind, and it will get generated, right? But those are parts. But extra point here is Bindu Chakra. What is this Bindu Chakra? Actually, it's hiding here. This part, this beyond our head or upper or back side of head, we have the Bindu Chakra part. What is this Bindu Chakra? One of the area, vital area. How we can stimulate this? If we are following correct Manomaya Kosha, like by doing pranayama, everything, we are maintaining our emotional status. Then we are moving to the Vijnanamaya Kosha by practicing or stimulating all our Saptadhatus, everything. Our Bindu Chakra will get stimulated. Who person for whom the Bindu Chakra will get stimulated is who are yogic one. They practice like regularly, they are practicing pranayama, everything, yoga, asanas. Whole body is in their control. That person will get stimulated, this Bindu Chakra. If the person's Bindu Chakra got stimulated, what will happen? They will move to Anandamaya Kosha. We know obviously already, like what is this Anandamaya Kosha? It is last sheath of the body, and here as we saw the story, what will happen? Our Bhrigu Acharya will not return to his father only, right? By he came to search in the what is the next step to, for existence of this universe, but he won't return. When father went and see, what will he see? In woods, it was a bliss to see the Acharya Bhrigu, right? Why? He was in fully happiness with bliss of like colors, lights, everything. Means he was attained all the sorts of knowledge. So how it was, as they are showing. Behind it is a Bindu Chakra. If it got stimulated, the person will be fully in Anandamaya Kosha. Like whatever the whole universe is having, that whole energy or whole existence of the universe, everything will be in a power of this person who attains Anandamaya Kosha, who stimulates the Bindu Chakra. Obviously, they will be a fully yogic person. So this was the detailed description of Pancha Koshas with their contents. So I feel it was